I'm super excited to share this haul with you. There are some wishlist puzzles. They are new to me brand, so all in all, I am very excited. So the first one on the file is a Ravensburger. It is 1,000 pieces. And this one is called Old Swing Bridge. It's by the artist Trevor Mitchell. I believe I've got more of his work in my collection, and it shouldn't be a surprise why. I just love the nostalgic images, and this one is as beautiful as they get. I am in love with this image. Absolutely gorgeous. So this next one is 1,000 pieces, and it's an Ibu puzzle. And this one is called Berlin Life, and the artist is Jutta Krochman. And again, I am pretty sure I've got more images by her in my collection, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I love this image. That bear just is the funniest. And as with the other works of Ibu, absolutely love the art that they put out. This next one has such beautiful artwork on it. I just love it. This is 1,000 piece Gibsons. And this one is called Central Park in the Fall, and it's by the artist Thomas Kincaid. And isn't this pretty? It's absolutely gorgeous. I love the all-time feel of this image. I love his work. It's absolutely gorgeous. It might be a tricky one to assemble, but I will gladly spend 18 to 20 hours on this image. It's just gorgeous. So the next three all came from the same seller. All three of them are cartoon puzzles, and as you know, I just love them. This one, of course, is a wishlist puzzle. This is a 2,000 piece hay puzzle. And this one is called Orchestra, and it's by the artist Low. I believe you don't pronounce the P, if I'm not mistaken, and if I understand Google and everybody correctly. One of you guys in a previous video helped me out with the pronunciation of that one, but I can't find it on such short notice right now. So if I mess it up once again, I am terribly sorry. This box has got some damage on it. It's very dented here, and the top here is not what it should be. This lid won't close anymore, but as this is a wishlist puzzle, I don't mind. I gladly took it as is. The pieces are still in a mint condition. So as you guys know, I absolutely love a cartoon image, and as much as I love cartoon puzzles, I do believe this one is going to be a challenge, but I am looking forward to it so very much. This next one is a brand I'm not familiar with, and I hope I pronounced it correctly. Is it die set or disset? And this one is also 1,000 pieces. And this one is called Safari, and as far as I can determine, the artist is not credited. There is one piece missing, but I don't mind a missing piece, and I think this is going to be a tremendous amount of fun to assemble this puzzle. It looks so absolutely cute and adorable. I think there is just so much to discover, and I think I'll have lots of fun assembling it. And this one is a brand that needs no introduction. This is 1,000 piece jumbo. And this one is called The Playground. It is, of course, by the artist Jan van Haasteren, and it actually confirms it here on the box as well. So I believe it is by himself, Jan van Haasteren. And another absolutely crazy busy image, and it looks like a fun puzzle. I think I will enjoy this one just as much as any of the other of his artworks, and couldn't resist it. It's just a fun image. So the next two are by the same brand from the same seller. This one you saw me do during the Puzzle Olympics. This is by the brand Lawrence King Publishing, and it's 1,000 pieces. I believe the name of this one is Pop Art Puzzle. It's by the artist Andrew Ray. And you have seen me assemble this one for the Puzzle Olympics. And the reason why I chose this one for the unique or unusual square is all the references to the fine art puzzles. So I recognize that one. I recognize the wave. And that should be one of the founders of the Impressionist style. So I'm not exactly sure which one,
There is obviously more references to fine art in here, but those are the three that stood out to me that I know by heart and recognize. Not usually something that I would pick to assemble, but it worked out perfectly for the Puzzle Olympics. The puzzle went super smooth and fast, and it was a lot of fun. I didn't expect to enjoy it as much.
And this one is also a Lawrence King, also 1,000 pieces.
And this one is called The World of Bridgerton, and it's by the artist Manyet Chap. I think that's how you pronounce it. If not, I'm terribly sorry. And there is the full image. And I am probably going to shock a lot of people, but I haven't watched a single episode of this series. It is a Netflix series. Apparently, it's very good. And usually, I love series and movies from this time era. So I'm actually surprised that I did not yet get to watch it.
So the next year I got from my friend Liesel the benefit of having puzzle friends. When they are thinning out puzzles, I get first option to choose the ones that I want. These are the ones that I couldn't let go. So thank you, Liesel. The first one is a Hickler puzzle and it's 1,000 pieces.
And this one is called Seashells. And as far as I can determine, there is not an artist credited on here. New to me brand, I haven't tried it before. And the reason I took this one is obviously for the color gradient. I get a square for color gradient almost every year for the Puzzle Olympics. And surprisingly enough, I don't have many of those in my collection. This image is just super, super beautiful. I love it. I would have taken it even if it wasn't for the Olympics.
So this next one should look rather familiar to most of you. This is a 500-piece Ravensburger.
And this one is called Rabbit Recital, and it is by the very talented Demelza Houghton. I absolutely adore her work, and I don't have to convince you why. Just look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Looking forward to do this one. I love it as much as any of her other works.
And the last one I got from Liesel is a Ravensburger, and this one is 1,000 pieces.
And this one is called Digby's Daily, and it is by the artist Linda Jane Smith. I've got another puzzle by her with cats and a caravan, and I just adore her style and her artwork. It's just so cute. Just look at this one, yeah. You might recognize this puzzle. We did this one for the puzzle party we did a couple of months ago, and I had so much fun with this image. And when she told me it was up for sale, I said yes, please, I want it. And I will definitely add more of this artist to my collection whenever I can.
So the next two are from the same person. I bought a cobble heel, but she gave me this one for free. I think it was just too difficult and she didn't look forward to assemble this puzzle at all. This is a 1,000 piece and the brand is Ambassador.
So, for other than the photographer's collection featuring images from the world's most famous photographers, I don't really see another name for this one. But to my surprise, the artist is definitely credited. This is Tobias Hack, and I'm usually not a fan of photo puzzles, but this one is beautiful. So depending on the quality of the pieces, I might actually do this one, and it will probably be for a future summer or winter puzzle Olympics bingo card, where this square will fit for, I don't know, browns or one color or difficult. I just know in my gut that this will fit at some point somewhere.
This next one is one of my favorite brands. This is a cobble heel and it is 2,000 pieces.
And this one is called The Four Seasons. It's by the artist Janet Stever or Stever. I'm not exactly sure how I pronounce that. But just look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. Again, all four seasons represented it on here. And I just love it. I love the color palette. I love this art style. I hope next year I get the opportunity to do this for the Summer Puzzle Olympics.
So all of these are from the same person. My friend Janine phoned me. She told me I'm thinning out my collection. You've got first choice to come and see what you want before I start advertising them. And when I got there, I it felt like I hit jackpot. There are so many new to me brands in here, and obviously by the end I'll show you all the wish list puzzles that I got. So the first one I am going to show you is this 500 piece by Hay.
And I believe the name of this one is Take a Trip, and it's by the very talented Jeremiah Kettner. I just love his work, and it's gorgeous. I don't have to convince you why. Just look at that. Isn't that cute? So I'm also loving his work, collecting as many of his work as I possibly can.
So this next one is a new to me brand. It is a corner piece puzzle and it's 500 pieces.
And the name of this one is Ace Car Auctions, and it's by the artist Jason Tyler. Another one of those nostalgic type images. Absolutely love it. I can't wait to try this new to me brand, and I couldn't have asked for a better image to try it with. It's absolutely gorgeous. I just love it.
The next one, also a new to me brand. I've been looking forward to try this brand, and I got not one, but I got four of the same brand. It's a cherry puzzle and it's 500 pieces.
And the name of this one is High Society. And even though there isn't an artist credited on the box, there is a signature on here. So I believe this might be digital art, not necessarily AI, but I can't confirm. So if you know more about that, please let me know. But either way, I adore this image. It's so freaking cute. I love it. And I can't wait to try the brand. I can't wait to get to this specific image. Absolutely gorgeous.
Another 500 piece by Cherry Puzzle.
And this one is called Paris Day Out. And on this one, I see another signature there. It looks like the same artist as the previous one. And at 500 pieces, this one will probably be set aside for the Summer Puzzle Olympics next year because of the Eiffel Tower landmark there. Beautiful image nonetheless.
The next one is a brand that you've seen multiple times on my channel. It is an RGS, also 500 pieces.
And this one is called Enchanted Fairyland. And thank you, RGS, for listening. They actually credited the wonderful Amy Stewart on this one. Beautiful, beautiful image. I adore her work. And this one is so absolutely beautiful. There is two more in my collection with the same style and same vibe, but I can't believe that I will ever let go of any of them because they look similar. They are all uniquely beautiful in its own way. Just look. Who does not love an Amy Stewart puzzle?
Another brand that I absolutely love. This one is a 1,000 piece falcon.
And this one is called Baking with Mother by Steve Crisp, another one of my absolute favorite puzzle artists, and another nostalgic type image. Love it, love it, love it. And of course, there is a pup in the door. There's another puppy there. Beautiful image. I think this will be a fun one to tackle.
The next one was definitely on my wish list. This is a Ravensburger and it's 1,000 pieces.
And this one is called Most Everyone is Mad, and it is by the artist Dean McAdam. I believe this is the second Dean McAdam puzzle in my collection, and I will be adding more as I get my hands on them. Another wishlist puzzle. Absolutely gorgeous. I love all the detail on here. And I need to get to a Dean McAdam review pretty soon now that I've got two in my collection.
So this next one was a freebie because there's a piece missing, but since I am collecting the series, I took it. I don't mind a missing piece. This one is a 1,000 piece by Hay.
And this one is called Black Kitty. It is part of the Dreaming series by Jeremiah Kettner. I collect this series as far as I can get my hands on them. Absolutely gorgeous, beautiful. I love, love his work. And this is one of the collections that won't go anywhere. These will stay forever in my collection.
Did I say cherry puzzles? I think it's more like cherry puzzy. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing this correctly, but this is the second to last one. This is 1,000 pieces.
And the name of this one is Just You and Me. Again, a signature there. It says something art and photography. So I'm not sure all of them look the same. Is it really all the same artist? But either way, I adore the image. It reminded me so much of the Zozoville puzzles that I absolutely adore. And I couldn't resist this one.
And then the last cherry puzzy, and this one is also 1,000 pieces.
And this one is called Dream Horse. Again, the signature on here looks the same as all the others. Is that just something they put on there? I don't know. I will have to look into it when I get to reviewing this brand. But another one that I absolutely love, the color palette, all the pastel colors. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's so uniquely different than what I usually puzzle. And I'm looking forward.
So the next one is a brand I've been wishing to try for the longest time. I'm so happy that I eventually got my hands on one. This is a masterpieces and it's 1,000 pieces.
And this one is called The Runaway and it's by the artist Norman Rockwell. And I am pretty sure I've got more puzzles of him in my collection. I am not too sure. But I love it. Again, one of that nostalgic type of images. And I am just super, super excited to try a masterpieces eventually. It took me the longest time ever to add one of these to my collection, so I am super happy about that.
Next one is a brand that I've tried and loved, and I just couldn't resist the image. This is a Gibson's 1,000 pieces.
And this one is called Crafter's Paradise. It's by Tony Ryan. And what is not to love about this image? It's busy, it's colorful, it is so detailed. And I think I will have so much joy assembling this puzzle. It's definitely my type of image. And I can't wait.
And the last one from these are also a Gibson's. And I'm excited about this one because I think this is a sub series and I think it's art related. I will look into it, but it's my first one of that sub series. And this one is 1,000 pieces.
And I believe the name of this puzzle is The Art File. And it is by the artist Kate Gibson. And I might be wrong, but is that the same Miss Gibson that owns the brand? I'm not sure. Again, I will look into that when I get to this puzzle. But can you see why I couldn't resist it? The detail on here is so beautiful. It reminds me so much of the fine art puzzles that I absolutely love and adore. And I love the mushrooms, I love the bird, I love the fairies, I love the squirrel. There is just so many elements that I couldn't resist.
And this is where I hit jackpot. I've been looking for a Zozo wool puzzle for the longest time. Every time that a secondhand one comes across my path, I'm just too late, and there are 2 or 3 people already in the queue who wants them. So I'm just always too late. So when I went into my friend's garage and I saw the series, I told her without even having to look at the images, I will take them all. And I am so super thankful. I will show you all the images close up. I'm not going to run through them here, but I will show you all the images and I'll show you my favorites.
So this is the only 1,500 piece that I got. It is called Cuckoo Symphony and it is by the artist Johan Potma. And I will recognize his signature forever and ever. Just look at that. I love how there is all these smaller creatures and they are so fun to look at. So I believe this will be a fun puzzle to assemble. Just look at that. So this one is 1,000 pieces. It is called Junk Food. It is by the artist Johan Potma. And again, the little smaller creatures in here, they are just adorable. And this guy is so looking forward to his junk burger. I can just feel his excitement. Lovely image. I can't wait. This one is another 1,000 pieces. It's called Vinyl Monster and it is by the artist Matteo Deneen. So all the puzzles are not by the same artist. That's very interesting. I thought it would be. But what I love about this one is the record player. I've got one myself, not as small. Mine is in a bigger cabinet. I've got a vinyl collection of my own. So this one kind of spoke to me. I just love, love, love the image. And just look at that little mouse there. This one is a 1,000 piece and it is called Springtime, again by the artist Matteo Deneen. And there's his signature. Love, love, love. I think this is one of the favorites in the bunch that I got of the series. There is others that I would love to add to my collection that I actually like more, but of the ones I got, this is definitely very high up on the top of my list of favorites. Another 1,000 piece. This one is called Banjo, and it is again by Johan Potma. And just look at that. I love, love, love not only the big monsters, but also the smaller creatures on here. They are so adorable. I am so much looking forward to assemble these. Another 1,000 piece, and this one is called Omnivore, again by Johan Potma. Again, just look at the smaller creatures on here. There was not another one. And this oak is just shoving down everything that he can get his hands on. And I love the image. It's so cute. Another 1,000 piece, and this one is called Phony Love. And this one is by the artist Johan Potma. And this lady is definitely on social media giving much love to whoever content creator she is following. I think this one will be my second favorite of the bunch that I got. Absolutely love it. It's so adorable. Another 1,000 piece, and this one is called Veggie, and it is by Johan Potma. And this one, I just love the color palette. And there's again a little monster in there. This oak is in desperate need of some help. Love it, love it, love it. And the last 1,000 piece, this one is called Surprise, and again by the artist Johan Potma. And beautiful. Just look at all that flowers, and this oak is so happy. I can just feel it. And my big problem now is I won't know which one to start with. I just want to do them all at once, and it will probably one of the two favorites. The Spring Day or Springtime was the one, or Phony Love. It will probably be one of those. But they are equally as cute throughout. All I love them. So I now have a very big problem. I have more puzzles than I've got space for, so I will have to thin out my puzzles to make space for all these new additions. And as you guys know, I struggle with letting go my puzzles. And for so many reasons. I just love collecting them. I love having them available for the Puzzle Olympics, the bingo cards. So I might have to consider buying more shelving space, or I'll have to thin out. So that is a short-term problem that I will need to fix in order to put away all these puzzles. But that's my problem. I hope you enjoyed the video and seeing all the new additions to my collection. And as always, I just want to say thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate you watching. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.